Hmm. Welcome to the channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for whom none other than my Clarity Empress Collective. Welcome to the Spiritual Lounge. I hope everybody's doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell every time I come on, so you're notified every time I come on. What's up, people? What's going on? Let me fix this. What's going on with you? Huh? What is going on? Hmm. We should have been. We could have. So the downloaded song is "We Coulda," or I think it's "Could Have Been." Oh, why is my? Oh, okay. About to say, I know my thing is. We could have been. All right, we about to get started after I pull up this song. We could have been. Think about my. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that's not what I needed. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the chat, y'all. Welcome to the live. I hope everybody's doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Mm. All right, get ready to get started. Oh no. How come I don't see me? Let me see. Okay, all right. All right, welcome to the channel, y'all. Let's get started. All right. I hope everybody's doing great this Friday evening, or at least Friday where I am. We're about to get it cracking. We're not gonna keep you all night because we got a message. Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna get the lyrics out. Could have been lyrics with her. Here we go. All right, collective, what's going on this Friday night? Steak egg. That sounds delicious. Hi. I take it you like steaks and eggs. I do. I know I do. Mm. Is this my first live? No, not at all. If you see my channel, I've been doing live streams for a minute. But welcome to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure when you subscribe, make sure you ring that bell so you're notified every time I come on. All right. You're new, Steak Egg? Well, welcome. This is the Spiritual Lounge. Oh, thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. Yeah, so if you subscribe, guess what? Costs you nothing. And it's also an energetic donation to the channel, and it is much appreciated. All right, so we about to unpack the downloaded song for this evening is H.E.R with Bryson. And the song is, I'm sorry, Could Have Been. All right. He is a YouTuber and his viz is steak. Steak and egg. That's cute. Have to check you out. You got 10. We have who got 10 million subs? Shut up. Really? Let me see. For real? Let me go on to my live and see. All right, let me see. Let me check out your channel. Oh, not you. Well, you still got 30K damn near. And what do? You game? Or you're a kid? Aw. Well, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Cool beans. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, young person. But this video, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not for little kids. But I appreciate the sub. I can look at your vids at the same time as stream. However, I will check you out when I get the live stream playback. All right. But this particular type of video, I know I got 18 and over on my thing, but for some reason, I'm getting a lot of kids. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. It's getting late. You should go to bed. I don't know where you are though. Maybe it's not late where you are. It's late where I'm at. All right, y'all. We get ready to unpack these lyrics for the adults. Close that. All right, so it says her verse is somebody tell me the answers. Me and you isn't the answer. Me and you isn't no. Maybe I'm telling myself that, but there's nothing that'll change that. What good would it be if I knew how you felt about me? Yeah. And then the chorus is, I could have been right, but I was wrong. Only think about you when I'm alone. The part of me that cared is almost gone. And I know that I can't get caught up. Ooh, we've been talking about that a lot lately on this channel. We could have been, and we try to pretend every now and again. We don't dream about, we don't think about what could have been, though I'm holding it in because I know in the end you dream about, I think about what we could have been, we could have been, we could have been, right? Um, she said, remember the night in Miami, first time you put your arms around me. I'm up reminiscing and thinking about you isn't helping. Thinking about you doesn't tell me what good it would do if I decide to face the truth. Then the bridge, it could have been right, but I was wrong. Only think about you when I'm alone. You only hit me up when she's not home, and that's why I can't get caught up. Okay. And then it says, I could have been right, but I was wrong. So, okay. So, Anyway, she said, we could have been, and we try to pretend every now and again. We don't dream about, we don't think about what could have been. Oh, yeah. So I'm holding it in because I know in the end, you dream about, I think about what we could have been, we could have been, we could have been. So we know what kind of relationship this is. Okay. I never paid these lyrics no mind, but this was the downloaded song tonight. What we could have been, yeah, what we could have been. And then here's Bryson. What we could have been, what we should have been. If I wasn't with somebody. If you gotta hide it, what's the point of trying? I ain't just your friend. No, what's the point of lying? Trying to sell a story ain't nobody buying. Look me in my eyes, don't that feel nice? Why should it end, baby? It could have been. It could have been him more than your friend. Just say where and when. Where to make a trip. Baby, make a wish. Be the one I'm with. You should have been, no, I'm sorry, should have been, could have been, should have been, would have been. Yeah, I would have been, damn, I would have been, yeah, damn, could have been. Mm-mm-mm. So this is a situation where somebody is in a third party situation. So there can't be a relationship. And what's the point? And I think that's what the whole vibe is lately. There's a lot of third party situations where people have made choices, and then either they later on they meet the person that they wanted to be with, or later on they realize that they made a bad choice. Either way, they're not with the one they want to be with. So it's, you know, a lot of dreaming, a lot of thinking about things when you're alone, but realizing there's nothing that can be changed, because what would be the point of wanting it too bad, right? So that's what this is about. That was the download. Sometimes Spirit would lead me to a song, have me unpack the lyrics so I could determine what the reading is heading in to be. This one was the downloaded song tonight. And honestly, I didn't know where this was going to go. I know a little bit about the song because I sing it, but I didn't, I have to read the lyrics to be like, oh, that's what they mean. That's what they meant by that. So that is the beginning of the reading tonight. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know. We starting off with the tea leaf. Spirit, give me a message for the collective. It's a short journey. Mm-hmm. In the song he talked about a trip. What else is this? Financial pinch. This person, your person, somebody is with someone because they're in a financial pinch, meaning they with somebody for the sake of money, support, codependency. You know what I mean? Like they don't have it all together. What is this? Waiting for news, package letter. Yeah, somebody could be waiting on you, or you could be waiting on them to hear news. Like, what's up? Mm. The moon is here with changes in your life. And when I see moon energy, that is very heavily feminine energy, but it is a shift, it's a change. That's what it talks about, changes in your life. It could be a feminine energy that's entering your life or exiting. Tell me more, Spirit. One more for the likely outcome. It says financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So somebody made some efforts and they're going to get some blessings and some benefits. And I feel like something you did in the past regarding your self worth. It's the bottom of the deck and overall energy, Spirit. Dealing with a relationship with a man. So I do feel like this may be what a feminine energy is experiencing with a man, right? And we got, like I said, short journey. I feel like you don't live far from your person. Hi, Michael Ellis. Yeah, I know that's right. How you doing, Michael Ellis? First time I think I've ever seen you here. So welcome to the Spiritual Lounge. So yeah, this is a short journey. Somebody is waiting for news. So something is changing. And there's some financial gain coming from what somebody did in the past. Steak egg, I'm sorry, you cannot mod my channel. I do not know you, young person. But thank you for subbing and joining. I'll return the sub when I get a chance. Yeah, hard work ahead, the table. So it's a short journey, but that means it requires work. Also, sometimes with situations, people don't want to work for something. They throw a lot of roadblocks in the path, right? They got all the excuses. You know what I mean? It's all these other reasons why they can't do this or they can't do that, because it requires effort. And I know I've shared with y'all in the past, I'm gonna share with y'all now. You know, it's okay to love someone unconditionally, but it's also better to have standards and requirements. I'm not talking about, this person got to give you X amount of dollars and all of that. You can have that too if that's what you want. My thing is standards and requirements, meaning, how you manage yourself. Okay. So let's just say, you don't do the mm, Michael, was you in our reading last night? Because that's exactly what we talked about last night. We have to learn to love ourselves alone. Yep. We did that. We shared that last night. If you check out my video from last night, you'll hear it. It's more important to love ourselves and validate ourselves before we worry about somebody validating us, right? So sometimes, oh, okay, well, welcome to the channel. I hope you sub. um, yeah, sometimes people don't what was I? Want to put in the effort. And you have to have standards in your relationships with people. Meaning like, I don't know, you don't allow somebody to ghost you a couple days and then get back to you, because that's a way of controlling and handling you, right? I talk to you Monday and Tuesday, but then I don't hear from you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you pop up on Saturday like, oh hey, how you doing? Okay, but not that you need to talk every day, but there's a certain rhythm and flow that people develop, and some people will ghost you for a couple days, test the waters to see if you get a little thirsty. Um, they may test you for longer, then pop up like nothing. You gotta be careful with people that play games in your energy. That's all I'm saying. Have some standards. Have some decorum. You know what I'm saying? Some people only want to call you at night to come over. You come over at night, they come over at night. Whatever the case may be, don't be just a booty call. You know what I'm saying? Have some standards and requirements, especially just for your own character. But even if it's like, okay, you want a relationship, well, guess what? That ain't a way to start nothing off. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Michael Ellis, you sure this the first time you've been on my channel? Because you talking like me. You talking just like me. We have to trust our spidey senses out here, God. Man, I don't know. It's like you've been here before. Anyway, maybe we're supposed to meet. No coincidences, right? And then it says fire here, strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. So what I feel is though there's somebody that's has strong passion with you. Um, but there may be a third party with the hate, right? So I feel like it may be a bit of both, and it all depends. Some people like to also put you in competition, so be careful of that as well. Get out, little girl. Move. Sorry, y'all. That's my cat doing too much. Get back to the reading now. All right, Spirit. So yeah, there may be a bit of third party, bit of competition. Tell me more, Spirit. Discord amongst family and friends. So as this person, oh, okay. So I'm getting that there's a lot of gossip energy here. Discord amongst family and friends, and maybe arguing, maybe some jealousy. There's some drama in the family, and it says waiting for news, package or letter. But I just feel like there's that news is more of a gossiping energy between family and friends, arguing over their troubles or arguing over their drama, spilling the news, talking to other people, maybe other people witness, neighbors, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of drama, chaos, and confusion in somebody's life. All right, tell me about changes in your life, Spirit. Oh, okay. Love, deep affection, and caring. Well, this is the first time this has come out of this deck on a live. So somebody in the hidden energy, I'm sorry, not in the hidden energy, this is the challenge in the lesson, is dealing with deep affection and caring for you. See, that's why this song came out, woulda, coulda, shoulda been. There's somebody who's with someone else but wants to be with you because they have this deep love, affection, and caring for you. But there's changes happening. So the challenge and the lesson is for them to deal with that love. Now, financial gain coming from something you did in the past. Tell me more, Spirit. So, okay, so you mean your person, you and your person, I'm about to say me and your person, Lord. You and your person may have had some misunderstandings. Okay. So maybe they want to bring you a gift, a financial gift. I don't know if somebody owed you money in the past and feel like they want to return it. Um, I don't know what this is, and I'm going to clarify, but you and your person has had some type of misunderstanding, and your person is a masculine because it says dealing with a relationship or a relationship with a man. So whoever that is a masculine energy. Tell me more. And it says disappointment in some affair. Oh, the masculine is disappointed. Oh, so the masculine. Okay, it makes sense. Even according to the song that download the song. So the masculine is disappointed with the choice that they have made thus far, which is the other person, which is the discord between family and friends. This person is unhappy with the choices they made. They feel stuck with that choice. They feel stuck enough that they want to cut through it with the scissors. That's what it is. Well, makes sense, making more sense now. So yeah, you may be not dealing with this person at the moment, but this might be an object of affection between you and them. You're right. You may be theirs, and they may be yours. However, this masculine made a different choice to be with someone else. So whomever they're with, they're unhappy with. They're disappointed in some affair. They may have made a family with that person, but everybody's gossiping about all the drama and the nonsense that's going on in that family situation. And you're going to receive news about it too. So you may not be waiting for the news because I'm hearing that you're not waiting. There met and Spirit said there's a misunderstanding amongst the two of you. Maybe over so what I'm getting is a lack of communication, and now because of the lack of communication, a misunderstanding about emotions and feelings, right? So you guys don't know how each other truly feels about one another because there's a lack of communication between y'all. The heart is strong, so your connection in the 5D is solid, but in the 3D, you know what I'm saying, it's not so much. I feel like your person it may not be the best communicator, but they also could just really be caught up in all the drama that's going on within their family situation, and really trying to figure out how to get their way out of it with the scissors. They're trying to cut that. Well, ain't nothing to do it. Really, cut it up. What's that say? Yeah, this person that they may be dealing with is stubborn and aggressive, or they may be stubborn and aggressive. Hard head, hard work ahead, yeah. And they may be very financially motivated, you know what I mean? So this person could be focused on finances, just like you could be focused on finance. But I'm feeling like this person put finances over love in the past energy. It was always, this is my priority. So that's where the codependency on somebody else has come from. But that money has been their primary focus. And a lot of masculines are wired that way to focus on building, right? Providing. So even if they don't like the family situation they have, they're still focused on providing for that family situation. Tell me more, Spirit. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming. Make sure you hit that ring that bell every time I come so that you get notified every time I come on. Yes, and whoever they're dealing with is an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Now, I don't mean you should not cross because I'm not eliciting any fear, but I feel like this person argues with whoever this family member is, right? Whoever that person is, even if it's their significant other. Oh, and Spirit said they argue over financial situations. See what I'm saying? With fire, financial pitch, so a strong motion, passion, and hate, they get on each other's nerves, and it has a lot to do with money, whoever that is. And also, I feel like the rooster energy not only is boastful and arrogant, but I feel like they're a thief, meaning they probably take money. Mm. Spirit said, and they don't do the right thing with the money. So this is causing somebody to be in a financial pinch. The truth will set them free. That's if they want to be set free. Yep, if they want to, it can be. Sometimes on my channel, them stubborn people, they just want to be locked in the fight with the third party. For some reason, some people get in love with the fight, which is weird to me. Okay, says spiritual guidance and protection from harm. So this is you, collective, you being, not necessarily you being an angel, but you being protected by your angels and your spirit guide, from all the discord and the drama that goes on with them. All of that is all in and not you. So spirit is basically saying, we got you. Don't even worry about it. It's not having nothing to do with you. They could even argue about you and it still not impact you. So let them have their arguments. I feel like you're not doing anything about it anyway. The point is spirit saying, listen, you good. That is their karma to work out. Tell me more, spirit. And then we got great personal sorrow. So this, oh wow. Spirit said this person cries over you. Wow. Teardrops in heart. They have love, deep affection, and caring for you. And Spirit said you may have cried over them in the past too. I'm not getting that now. I feel like this is more their energy than anything. But I feel like this person has cried over the changes that your love has brought them in their life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, your love has brought somebody some changes. And it's brought them some tears. Tell me more. Hello, red elephant. I don't know what you shushing about. And thank you, Michael. Tell me more. I know we got whale, great worry over nothing. So there's some type of misunderstanding you got with somebody, and it's a great worry over nothing, but that you somehow there's financial gain for something you did in the past. I feel like somebody has paid either some special attention to you. Maybe there's something you thought you were going to get and it's coming anyway. There's a misunderstanding. Huh. It's funny. I just got some news about something I didn't get that I thought I was going to get. I don't know if that applies to me, but I'm definitely going to, I hope it does. Oh, that's you? Okay, you come in here. I'm trying to keep the cat out. So, yeah. Hmm. Oh, let me see the bottom of the deck. Clarify that real quick. Oh, depression, anxiety, and worry that somebody is against you. Listen, whoever your masculine is, they are extremely disappointed, and they don't like that boastful person. They also realize they've been stubborn and aggressive themselves, and it's not working out for them in the way that they thought it would. Spirit said. So now they having some depression. Not only are they crying over you, but they have depression and anxiety. They feel like everything is against them being with you. Okay. So if there is somebody that is in your energy and you know who they are, you connect with them telepathically, you connect to them in your dreams, y'all have some sort of connection. We could have, should have been, right? Um, that person is in a depression energy and worry and anxiety. So this person is like in a nine of swords about your connection, Spirit said. And they feel like it's because somebody has meddled in the connections, right? So that third party, has been like doing some stuff to monkey wrench it, whether it's spells, whether it's just manipulation by, lying and words and deceptive energy. Like they could just be doing stuff, right? They could be lying on you, saying you're a certain type of person, like, what we call that, a deceptive narrative. Like they could just be lying about you because you hold a position of authority in their heart, and that other person is jealous and knows that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? So this person, they made a decision, and now they're starting to realize that whoever it was always against them, and they're disappointed in the decision that they made. Yeah, well, they should be. I mean, listen, like I said, I don't know if the decision was made before you came along, because then that song kind of indicates that they were already with somebody else. But for some of y'all, this person decided a different way. I met a young man the other day. His name was Olu. So I said, "Oh, Olu, are you Nigerian?" He said, "No." He told me a long story. He said, "Well, long story is that my father's actually named Olu, but he's not Nigerian. He's Jamaican." I said, "Okay." And he went into further about how he did do some lineage a little bit, but he wanted to get an ancestry.com to kind of trace back his roots. I said, "Well, clearly you look Nigerian to me because I've seen lots of Nigerians, different tribes, and you look very Nigerian." So, yeah, I get that all the time. Most Nigerians are very disappointed. But here's the problem. So he explained to me how he never knew his father at first. And he did get to meet him one time. But the mom was very hush hush. Well, come to find out that the two, um, when they got together, he got two people pregnant at the same time. And what happened was he opted to go with the other woman and not this young man's mother. And mainly because his mother is American, and whoever the guy was, the father was with, was Jamaican. So to appease his family and everybody else, he went with her. Now, and if you know anything about African and Jamaican cultures, a lot of us have some issues sometimes with dating outside our culture. Not necessarily dating outside our race, but dating outside our culture. The elders typically have more issues with that. I've experienced it in my family where my father was looked better. He looked better by dating my stepmom than it would have been to date my mom because she's American, right? So, I was very, I could relate and resonate with this young man's story. And this feels like somebody appeasing maybe their family with the discord there, um, and sticking with somebody within a family situation versus going with where their heart is. And now they're crying and going through anxiety and drama for it. But there's some sort of misunderstanding. I don't know where that comes from and with the money. So I'm going to clarify that with the Kipperish Oracle deck. But it's a coulda, woulda, shoulda because based on their choices or their rationale, because I feel like some people take a rational approach. Well, I should be here because this is my ex, Y and Z. Okay, not an ex, but this person is that part of my life, and all the other people in my life respect that's who they are to me. So I should be there, right? That's the logical way to look at it. But when this person's heart is actually completely somewhere else, and I feel like there's a communication gap or misunderstanding about how you guys see each other. Because even in the song, she talks about, "I feel like that, but what's the point? I think of you when I'm alone, but what's it gonna get me? Really, nothing, right?" So I don't know. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I mean, if more people led with their heart, We would be a happier species. I really think we would. But people want to deal with obligation, what it looks like, what will people think, instead of how they think and how they feel, what they really truly like, what they desire, and they worry about what society is going to do to them if they make a different choice outside of what is acceptable, or generally acceptable, when really you need to go with your heart. That's why how a lot of intercultural relationships or interracial relationships, when they finally say, I'm gonna cross this bridge and I'm gonna be with the person that I love, and then and the hell what society says, they ultimately end up with the happiness that they seek, as long as they pick the right person. No matter what the person look like, no matter where they come from. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that's what it boils down to. Tell me more, Spirit. That's the sadness. Yeah, it is the sadness. Because this person is heartbroken and crying real tears over a connection. All right, tell me more, Spirit. But they were arrogant, stubborn, and thinking logical. Hmm. Mature man. Look at that. Somebody's starting to wake up. But let me see. Because sometimes Spirit give me mature man as a mentor type energy, like an elder that gives the advice. But we're gonna see. Tell me more. Because it's somebody with gray hair, been through something, understand a couple things. Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. High honor. Yeah, I did say you have high honor in this person's um life, but so does this arrogant person that's in their life. So it might be a hard choice between two, because of the position that the choice that this person made has, like that other choice, a third party has a certain position in their life. Again, this person made a logical choice based on what would it look like, how would people perceive me, would I be better perceived if I did this, if I went this route. But what route they went, they miserable. Because Spirit said discord between that family. You know what I mean? Like they chose somebody as their family, kept that family, and that family is in shambles. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, because that other person sits with a lot of animosity, jealousy, misery. Whoever they dealing with is miserable. Okay, a miserable individual who has a lot of animosity toward you, collective, because they understand that you hold a high position in this person's heart, and they don't. I feel like the mature man here is a mentor, but we're gonna see. Tell me more. High priestess, yeah. Oh, Spirit said you already knew what time it was. You already knew. You already know this. You have a deep knowing. You may not have 3D clarity, but in a 5D, you already know how this person feels about you. You may think you don't because they won't show it. I think they can't show it because they're dealing with an arrogant person that they're scared to cross. Okay? They may be stubborn and aggressive, but they ain't no match for this arrogant, boastful person. They don't like to get loud, but that other person does. The person with the animosity does. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh. And if somebody trying to send you the evil eye, you know, this is somebody is really trying to confuse both of you about each other. Getting you not to communicate with each other is the first way of creating misunderstandings, because if you don't know how they feel, they don't know how you feel, it is what it is. Like you can't discern how one another feels and grow from it. You can't, because you got somebody giving you the evil eye, trying to cause some nonsense energetically for you. Bottom of the deck. Oh, when they feel imprisoned. This why this person said they're going through the dark night of the soul, and this person is feeling completely imprisoned by their choices, as they should. I mean, You're going to get karma and you can't escape it, right? And you made a decision with somebody where there's a lot of discord, a lot of drama, all right? And it says this person got anxiety and depression and worry that somebody's against them, right? This person could feel like if they not in jail, they feel like they're in a prison cell where they are. If they're not actually locked up, they feel like they are. And this is due to the decisions. Because 29 equals 2. Because in numerology, and we break it down if you don't know. 9 plus anything equals that thing for the most part. All right. So 9 plus 9 is going to be a 9, right? Because it equals 9 plus 9 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. When you reduce it down to a single number, that's what it is. So 2 plus 9, right, is 11. Now, numerology, you can leave it as an 11, which is a master number. But if you reduce it further, it still becomes 2. So you take it how it resonates. But I just feel like somebody is paying the debt of their decision right now. And that debt is imprisonment. That debt is sadness. Now let's clarify this mature man. Let's clarify the mature man. Starseed. There is a masculine energy, excuse me, who is somebody that this person looks up to. That's where the star seed come from. It's somebody that they respect, that they get advice from, that they emulate or follow. You know what I mean? Like a mentorship type thing, or just an older family member. That person also is trying to bring the star out of this person. They're trying to get this person to shine, to grow, to be mature, or to handle things better in their life, to be the star that they're meant to be. Tell me about high honor. I spirit, like I know that's connected to you, but tell me more about high honor, spirit. One at a time, please. Okay. Rich guy, yes. I feel like this person does want to bring you a financial gift. They do want stability. They do want stability, but this 13 is also death energy and rebirth. I feel like somebody wants to grow a new foundation, but be careful, y'all. I'm looking at this card a little different now for the first time. And he kind of wants to appear rich, meaning like he got it all together. This is somebody who probably wears name brand, flashes money when they can to like they may not have nothing in their bank account, but it could be all in their pocket at the moment. You know what I mean? Like somebody who keeps a wad of cash on them all the time. Every time they get money, they just keep the cash on them so they can look like they got it. I don't know. I just feel like this person wants to be a big spender, but in the meantime, they will do what they can to appear to be one. Is this a family feud? I don't think so, but we'll see. Because I'm getting ready to clarify this animosity and this discord amongst families. So let's see what this is. All right, Spirit, tell me about this animosity. Not the animosity, Spirit. Oh, wait, hold on. Everything didn't shuffle, so bear with me. No, this is karma. This is karma. As you can see, this deck came with 2 cards, so I kept 1 karma. This is karma. Whatever this is what this person came here to experience. So this could be their family of origin, not necessarily their family of choice. And what I mean by that, this could be the family that they were born into versus a family they chose to have. So it doesn't mean so it's not giving their baby mama, it's giving their mama, their dad, you know what I mean? Their blood relatives. And they could be having some stuff. I remember asking a reader something recently, actually, like last week. I was just watching one on TikTok, and I asked her a question, and somebody else asked her a few questions. But there was one statement she made. She said, and it's sticking with me now because I feel like this applies. She said, "This person will not be ready to move on, to do better, to have better in their life until they finish the karma they came into this life with their family." So there are karmic lessons that must be learned. I'm telling, this is why from me, from my spirit guide. There's karmic lessons this person must experience with their family of origin until they learn it. Okay. So we experience it, and then the lessons have to process. I feel like this person ain't done getting lessons. They haven't fully processed what's going on. Again, we got stubborn energy, so they could be getting lesson after lesson after lesson and not understanding their lesson. So this person now gonna stop getting those lessons until they understand them. Okay. So their karma is constant and ongoing discord amongst their family. Meanwhile, they know who you are and desire you, but can't come near you as they're experiencing all this karma with their family. Like there's nothing they could do. And that's what the song was about, that too. Like we coulda, shoulda, woulda. Like I want to be with you, but I'm over here in this drama. I'm over here doing this with these people. And they made these choices. And a lot of folks do it all the time. That's the logical way. I'm going to stick with my family. My family, I only know my family. Whatever. Okay. Stick with your family. But in the meantime, they're in teardrops, having great personal sorrow because they got deep love and affection for you. And it's changing their life. You have changed this person's life. Can a reader help with a karmic lesson? Oh, what's up, Bite? What's up, Queen? So when did y'all come up? I'm just now. Okay, that seemed like it all just popped up. Peace, peace, peace. Um, can a reader help with the karmic lesson? I mean, the only way I see it now. That doesn't mean that's the only way. A reader could break down a person's situation, especially when you get a personal reading. What I find is when I do personal readings for people, I'm not telling somebody something they never known before. It's not that. And so a lot of people get scared when they get, oh my God, especially people that never had a reading before. I don't know what you're gonna tell me. To me, it's just, oh shit, I'm missing a stone. Fuck. That's why this thing grabbing. Um, it's never I'm telling you something you didn't experience or you didn't know. But a lot of times when I give a reading, a person will tell me, "You've told me what I already knew. I just never said out loud," right? So for me, I see that as confirmation to help you understand what you've been trying to unpack. Because sometimes when we keep things in our head, right, we tend to think, okay, well, if it's in my head, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one going through it. Maybe I'm the only one experiencing it. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm blah blah blah, right? But no, when you get a reading, spirit will just confirm your thoughts to help you make decisions, right? But we don't make the decision for you, right? We don't tell you more than you needed to know. We tell you what you already knew and help you formulate or process, put it that way, process it. So, because let me tell you something. I'm a reader that will tell you straight up. Like you see in my description, I'm a straight no chaser. You may not like what I'm going to say, and I can't sugarcoat it. I can't play with it. I can't make it be what it ain't. Right? You may not like it. However, I gotta tell you, right, wrong, or indifferent, what it is. But then I also got to release as a reader your decisions based on what I tell you. For example, um I had a client over a year ago who she said to me that no, I ended up telling her about this guy. The guy was he was recently from the penitentiary. She started dating him, and her son instantly didn't like him, right? He doted over her daughter. So the son moved in with the grandparent because he didn't want nothing to do with her and that man. The um the man doted over the daughter, but I picked up on the fact that if he's doting on the daughter in front of you, but you coming to me about him, I said, so he's doing this in your face. She said, yeah. I said, more he gives her more attention than he gives you. She said, yeah. I said, because he's trying to make you jealous. She said, yeah, I felt that. That's what I was thinking. See what I'm saying? And then um I kept reading for her, and I remember stating to her, I think STD came out. No, it might not have come out. I don't even think I had a deck at the time. But whatever came out, I said to her, I said, if you keep going with this guy, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get something that you can't get rid of or potentially have to get rid of. You need to be careful. She said to me, oh, yeah, he already had given me something in the past. I said, oh, my God. So I'm like, okay, so you want to keep, what I'm saying, dealing with somebody that could potentially put you in life threatening issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, why play with that? Why play with your life? You know? And so I don't know. I haven't follow up with her. That's not my business. She, we had the service. The service was done, and I gotta mind my business. But the end of the reading made me remember her reading specifically and why I'm telling you this. Because at the end of the reading, she said, so you think since he's left, he's going to come back? And I'm face palm because, we looking at each other at this time. And I'm like, so you want a man that gave you an STD that could be messing with other men that came out of the penitentiary that uses your child to make you jealous and got your other child not speaking to you. You want to know if he's going to come back? You want him to come back? And she honestly could not answer the question honestly, put it that way. She couldn't answer the question honestly. Because deep down she wanted this man to come back, but the logical side was telling her, like, what are you doing? I'm telling her spirit guides are telling her, what are you doing? So the decision is hers. Ultimately, I don't know what she did or what she going to do. You right about that. Desperation is an ugly thing. That's right, Queen Soul. Grandmama, smart lady. My stepdad told me let a fool be a fool or be a fool too. And when he told me that, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I said, oh, that's a lot of fools. I didn't know what he meant. He said, let a fool be a fool or be a fool too. So when you know somebody dealing with some foolish energy, don't be entertaining that too much. Don't be going along to get along. Or don't argue with a fool. Because then that make you a fool too. You get what I'm saying? Like these old folks knew something. We need to listen more. People need to listen to their elders. They don't. But this young man in this reading does have a elder in their life because this mature man is here, and that is not this young man here. Yep, Ashe. Tell me more spirit. Tell me about this high priestess and what she knew. The high priestess knows how to manifest. Okay, so the high priestess is a great manifester in this situation. But this person, I also feel like is trying to manifest her. And there's changes in their life because a 9 and a 5 equal 5, right? 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. So this person is manifesting changing their life. And I feel like it's been guided by their love and affection for a high priestess. So why the evil eye here? I do. Me too, sis. Me too. I do. I love sitting at their feet to listen. I learned so much. It kept me just listening to my elders kept me out of so much bullshit. Like I don't even be in family squabbles. You know what I'm saying? Like I paid attention to my elders. I'm gonna let everybody else get in that chaos and conflict, not me. Shit. Tell me about the evil eye spirit. Oh, because the evil eye is the karmic femme. I mean, how can we be surprised? We can't be surprised, right? Because the Jezebel, what's her name? Raggedy bitch energy is here. She is extremely jealous. You are welcome, Red Elephant, in a distant future. It's the bottom of the deck. Hmm. Uh, let's clarify that. What's in the distant future? I don't think I've ever seen that card come out. I really don't remember ever, even on just playing with my deck. I'm trying to think you like what? What? Distant future and imprisonment. Oh, somebody going to jail. Sorry, y'all, but this ain't good. Like this is a 9, so there's some endings coming. This is also a 9. Oh boy, somebody going to jail, y'all. You see that? Let me show you this way, because this is how it came. Somebody is going to jail, and I feel, or they're just going to stay abused. That because it's in their future, distant future, abused. So it's giving somebody that stays in prison, meaning they don't fight for their freedom, can realize, can really actualize a lot of abuse in their life. They're gonna be abused, or they've been staying abused, but they're not gonna come out of that abusive situation. And the karmic femme is the one doing a lot of the abuse, a lot of the manipulation. She's a throw the rock and hide your hand kind of Jezebel raggedy bitch energy. This person don't like to get their hands dirty, so they like you to go create the nonsense for yourself. Example, I had a cousin who thought that she was supposed to give her life for her mother, and her mother watched her go up against her husband because he was abusing the mom in some kind of way. I don't know what, and he hit her, and the mother just watched and never defended her child because she didn't have no love for it anyway. So it was just, I don't know. She was the martyr, okay, and I'm feeling like this is the energy this karmic friend, fan. She don't care, and she don't care what happens to her offspring or anybody else for that matter. She only worry about herself. Here we go. That raggedy bitch had to come. But I mean, you know what? It was giving raggedy bitch the whole time. I'm not getting Dusty Musty, Crusty. Not getting him. But I'm getting that, and maybe in the past energy, he was stubborn, aggressive, and very money hungry. But the current energy, I'm getting more of a sad, pitiful kind of energy. I'm getting somebody who cries over you, and has strong emotions for you, deep love, affection, and caring. So, but they cry over their emotions, but yet they make what they feel like are logical decisions that really aren't in their benefit or in their best wishes, really. Like somebody is very unhappy with the state of affairs, and I don't know how you could be happy when you got karma and discord, you got imprisonment, and you got abuse. You got somebody who's karmic and as full of animosity. You know what I'm saying? Like this, they're destined to suffer at the hands of the karmic femme. She I feel she's aware of with this person crying or them loving somebody else. She's aware of it, and she's a hater about it because it ain't her being worshipped. Because I feel like she want to be worshipped. Carmen Femme definitely would want to be worshipped, and because of that, she is going to monkey wrench everything and put this person in harm's way if they ever thought about leaving her. So this highway says distant future. The distant future, to clarify the distant future, is abuse. So this person is destined to stay abused. They already, first of all, they're already in imprisonment. Clarified by distant future and then abuse. So the choice that they made, if they do not cut ties with this karmic femme, they're destined for abuse. Not only do they feel imprisoned, but they feel abused. Like it's not going to get better. And this is the overall energy. So maybe this has been happening for a while. They have to make a different choice in order for that to change. But her coming out in she's coming out in the chat. I'm sorry, like the outcome. She trying to block somebody's blessings. She's trying to block. Yeah, with her evil eye self. Tell me more about her. Here, give me one more. I just feel like somebody gonna settle in that drama and keep doing whatever this karmic says. Yeah, they committed. She jealous over what they want to commit to, but they're already committed with her. Whether they like it, whether they love it, whether they want it, they're already committed to a raggedy bitch energy. So, long as this person makes that choice, they can expect more abuse. They can expect feeling in prison. They can feel locked in, stuck, all of that. And even though they're going for other things when it comes to money, they're still in a financial pinch and they're still codependent. Sorry, I had to finish getting my second liter of water in. But yeah, so somebody committed to the wrong thing and they want to manifest you because in the hidden energy, I'm sorry, not the hidden energy. The challenge and the lesson is, how do I manifest with my high priestess? This person is praying for you to be in their life, but they cannot have you in this energy. That's why it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because they over here committed and married to, or just in a high level um relationship with a karmic femme. They don't have to be married, but the commitment is that strong. Well, you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I put that thumbnail up for shits and giggles, but it's time for you to judge and pull out that judgment in this situation. It's time for you to put out your judgment about this, because you may have to pull your 5D energy back, right? We all divinely connected and all of that. I get it. But in the 3D, if this person is digging their heels deeper into a commitment with somebody that they don't even like, they may not even love, but it's codependent in its appearance sake and all of that, all the bells and whistles of this is my so and so in my life, and I gotta be with them because, again, and this is a family of origin. Remember that. If they so embedded in that family and origin, you have to leave them behind. You got to leave them, let them go, because they not breaking this. The karmic femme is clear on that. They not breaking. Now there's some misunderstandings. I feel like the misunderstandings come from maybe Maybe you thinking that there could have been something or should have been something, but maybe there was never going to be anything because they're staying committed to a family situation. They're not leaving that family. So it's time for you to call judgment. They could try to manifest you all you want, but we talked about standards, right? And in the song she mentioned how, what she say? Let me go back to that song. From the very beginning, excuse me, of the song, she said, me and you isn't the answer. Me and you isn't no. Maybe I'm telling myself that, but there ain't nothing that'll change that. What good would it be if I knew how you felt about me, right? So the misunderstanding is like, whether I understand how you feel or not, what good does it mean? You know what I'm saying? Hello, Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. I'm glad you're here. He said, she said, I could have been right, but I was wrong. Only think about you when I'm alone. That part of me that cared is almost gone. And I know that I can't get caught up. So she like, listen, you with somebody else. She says, we could have been and we tried to pretend every now and again. We don't think about what we could have been. Though I'm holding it in because I know it's in the end. You dream about, I think about what? We could have been, we could have been, we could have been. And hmm, yeah, so she said basically, I already know that this was never meant to be because you with somebody else and I'm with somebody. Or maybe I don't know in the song that she's with somebody. But clearly the masculine energy is with somebody else. The masculine energy is committed to a karmic femme. So as much as that, you know how they say in that 5D, we still connected. Man, listen. Maybe in the next incarnation, you know what I'm saying? Like Erica Badu says, see you next lifetime. Perhaps in the next lifetime it'll happen. But if the distant right, right, red elephant, if in the distant future is more abuse and imprisonment, and spirit don't necessarily want you stuck and in prison with somebody who's stuck and in prison with somebody else. That's their karma doesn't have to be your karma. So yeah, you might think about them when you're alone, but eventually that feeling's gonna be gone because this person has chosen another life, and they can't have a life with you and a life in that situation either. And she's clear on that, and so is my spirit guides when it comes to dropping these cards. This ain't nothing you want to be in the middle of. A person who full of animosity, full of evil eye, you know what I'm saying, completely a karmic person is really, this karmic was meant to teach them a lesson about self-worth, but apparently they didn't get it because they're allowing themselves to be abused by a karmic femme. And it's a lot to do with the family of origin, which is one of the hardest things to leave. But hey, people do it all the time, and some people never do it. I feel like this person's made a choice. Tell me more. Yeah, and this is you. You unbothered. This is how she talked about it in the song. Like, hey, I think about you when I'm alone, but guess what? That feeling's almost gone. I 100% feel her on that. Because when you think about what could have, should have been, and then you look at what really was and what wasn't, you realize, ooh, what am I holding on to? What was I thinking about? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. And for what? There was probably nothing to hold on to. I feel like this poser. Oh, your person was a poser. They always fronting. Spirit said they always fronting. Wow. Yes, red elephant. Generational curses. Remember, we talk about this on this channel a lot. We talk about the age somebody shows up. those parent wounds that they have, that emotional age, that trauma. You ever see somebody that's always angry, always upset? I don't feel like that's your person in particular, but I'm giving you an example of somebody showing up their age. They're always angry. They always feel like the world is out to get them. You know what I'm saying? So they rather snap back before anybody can say anything to them. That's somebody who has some trauma at a certain age and they can't let it go. It's a control thing too. You know, I'm gonna control how this go before you could control me. I'm gonna be angry with you before you can get angry with me. It's self defense, right? But it's more of offense the way it's handled, and it doesn't always have a rhyme or reason. It's not like a lot of times when people do that, they don't. It's not even an instinct that they pick up on. Sometimes it's just fueled by pain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you read the room or read the energy. It's just fueled by pain. Somebody who's very explosive in the way they respond and act. Tell me about this commitment spirit. What's going to happen with them in the karmic? Oop. Oh, so your person is eventually going to ascend with the karmic or ascend the lessons. Remember, we talked in the early part of this reading. We talked about the lessons, getting the experience and understanding and learning the lesson. I feel like your person is going to ascend. That is the likelihood. They're going to ascend. Tell me more. Oh, and this person, so your person could, this masculine energy could be a magician, warlock energy themselves, and it's time for them to ascend. Okay, so because I feel like that's a long way out, when they finally get the lesson that spirit is trying to demonstrate for them to elevate, they may become a high priestess, they may become a magician, they may do it in association with a priest energy. Maybe a priest could administer to them spiritual counsel and advice. They could be therapeutic with them. You know what I mean? Somebody like that. You know, but ultimately, when they start to ascend, it's God stepping in, really, through individuals that they interact with. But it's going to take an act of God to help this person break that commitment. Spirit said, as long as you need to put it to judgment for now. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit said the feeling for you is almost gone. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about it, you think about them every now and then, but that that feeling is almost gone. And it really, you know why? Because when you think about it, what would there be a reason to stay? Let's just say this person lied to you a lot, all the time. What would be the incentive to be with somebody that was constantly lying to you? You know what I'm saying? Or cheating on you, you know? Somebody that always got something going on. And usually people that got something going on can't ever give back. They can't reciprocate love, time, attention, respect. They can't do it. They can't because they're caught up with somebody else's crap. Red elephant, you got to go. If that is how you feel, it is time to get that courage to get stronger. It's time for you to come out of codependency if you are codependent on that person. Um, I mean, down to trying to replace income if that's what it is. Also, you just gotta work on yourself, right? Your self-worth. Do your shadow work. Check out my book, Do It Your Damn Self. It'll give you a good start. It's 45 prompts in there. You won't flip through it in one day and think you done, because we ain't never done shadow work. We're never done healing. There's always something we can heal, right? So I don't know. I just take out a resonate, but um I do feel like, working on yourself, increasing your self worth, will put you in this unbothered energy that you need to be in. All that woulda, coulda, shoulda, we don't need none of that. We don't. We need to be untriggered, unbothered, you know what I'm saying? Happier, not in no self delulu energy. Yeah. But I will say this, the misunderstandings and great worry over nothing. I think Spirit's saying once you develop your self worth, you won't, whatever worry you might have had about this situation will be for nothing. Like it's kind of like when that self worth kicks in, that it locks in with you, you're not gonna be so concerned with the what, with, and how, and then, and they, and thou with this person. You're not gonna be concerned. You're gonna get on with your life. You're gonna move on, and whatever happens with this person, it happens. You energetically cut the cord without even doing a ritual, because you change your focus back to you. You know, you'll change your focus back to you, and you'll be in a more healthier position. So, yeah, take it how it resonates, y'all, because I feel like somebody better get out of a situation before it turns them inside out. But wow. Let me put one more on unbothered. Tell me more about unbothered spirit. Oh. So okay, so your person is going through a complete and utter destruction in their life. And spirit say you not even, like, the winds don't even move your hair. That's how unbothered you are. That their life could be uprooted and you are still unbothered. So there is chaos and conflict all around you. It is uprooting rooting people's foundations. Yet you are unbothered. You ain't even beat. You're not. You're okay, and that's all right. Nothing like being unbothered, y'all. Ain't nothing like being unbothered. Um, yeah. Take it out resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Just like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for coming to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Hey, I'm missing a little teeny stone in my ring, y'all. That is not cool. Actually, it looked like it was the biggest stone, but I don't even know. I couldn't tell you where to look for something like that. Damn. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Bid y'all adieu. I want to try to come on tomorrow. It all depends on kind of energy I got going on. I'll be busy for the majority of the day. And I know my social battery is a little finicky. It might be saying green and then drop down the red with the blink of an eye. So anyway, Boogie Down Productions. Don't touch that karma. Is that a song? Don't touch that karma. I ain't never heard that. And that's that. Drums or grills? And they look like hibachi or fondue pots. It looked like cups with what in the world is that? Self destruction. Oh yeah. You're headed for self destruction. Self destruct. Queen, so I know you of a certain age. With me, you up in my genre, okay? Because I've been alive as long as hip hop been alive. Feel me? Headed for self destruction. Self-destruction. But yeah, all right. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll try to come on tomorrow night. If I don't, don't be mad. I got a lot going from the morning all the way till the late afternoon. So if I catch a breath and get some rest, I'll be on tomorrow night. In the meantime, I bid you adieu, and at the very latest, you will see me as on Sunday. But I'm doing my best to get here tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace and soul, y'all.